Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Camper Build. It's part 15. Got Dad back here today. So I'm gonna kind of do a run through of everything that we got to do before we can continue working on the aluminum siding. So one thing that we were noticing, which like I said, I'm not that experienced in it, is that there is some moisture behind our house wrap. But I found out that the house wrap is not completely waterproof, so it's apparently doing what it's supposed to do, so I'm not really flipping out about that anymore. But the main thing that we got to do before we actually start working on the siding is we got to finish cutting out holes and windows and other things that are going to be on here before we actually put the stuff on. So obviously we got the window that's right here. We got to cut out an access door right here, which is the easiest thing on this side. So that's the side we're going to start on first. We're going to work on cutting out what we need to cut out, and then we'll go from there. And also I got to go back and fix my back wall. Back wall waterproofed, it did fine when it rained, but I got to change out all these little screws. So I have recently found out from Dad that I've needed a screw with the seal. And a screw like this. It has a little gasket on it. Makes sense. Keep waterproof out, or keep water out. So we gotta replace those. I guess occasionally dads are good for something. We got all the screws replaced. The back wall is officially done. Now what we're wanting to do, before we go on with the siding, I know we're kind of all over the place, but we're gonna go ahead and get this floor put in. But before we do the floor, we need to run the wiring for the tail lights, because they're gonna be ran under the floor. So we deem it that it's gonna be easier to do without the floor in it. So we're going to get things unraveled, and then we're going to see the best way to run this wire from the front of the trailer to the back. Alright, so we're just laying out the wire right now, or the cable. The green brown, which is what he's holding there, goes on this side. So the kit that I bought actually has a tail light that goes about right there where he's at, and then also has a side marker light that'll go somewhere probably right there where the Home Depot sign is. It looks like it's long enough, so that's good.
I think we're good on length. I think you got a little extra in the front.
Yeah, because the 4Runner, the hitches, the bumpers, it's like right here.
Yeah.
Is where the thing is.
You'll need a little bit of slack for that.
It's hard to test without the vehicle here. But I think we'll be okay. Now the ground, if we need to extend the ground, we can.
Yeah, you may need to.
Because
run it back here.
Yeah, I was thinking either on the middle or back right there where that screw already is.
That's what I was thinking. That screw is already there. We can use it. It's already got a hole in it.
Perfect. So we can just use that, and it's out of the way that way too.
That should give you enough, and then you got a little bit.
Yeah.
You can pull a little bit tighter up underneath, so you're good.
Oh, that's where the original wire was running, is through here.
Is it through the middle?
Yeah, see?
That would be awesome.
Because it's still in there.
Yeah.
So we just need to get that out.
Yep.
The old wire, and then run the new wire in. All right. Well, let's get that old wire out then. All right, we got the wire ran inside here. You saw from the front where we're putting it in, and then let's see right here. So it's going all the way across, all the way back on both sides. We eventually have to splice it in somewhere and run a wire up to here somewhere for the side markers, but the main goal was to get it to where we could put this floor in. So I think that's what we're doing now. Are we going ahead and doing this floor?
I'd say it's up to you. I mean,
Okay.
if you want to, we can. I mean, I don't think it'd take that long.
Alright, so I think we'll go ahead and do the floor. Before we put the boards down, we gotta do some painting with our Barn NE paint. Get it because paint's covering the roof. Okay. The same stuff that we use for the outside of the camper, we're gonna paint all the floor pieces, or the bracings, just kind of help protect it. Don't know if it'll do any good, but it'll make me feel better. So I'm gonna get the painting. Alright, so now we got it all painted. We're going to let that dry for a minute. As you can see, we started working on the aluminum on this side. So we'll probably continue that. Let that floor dry a little bit longer. And if you see us swap over the floor, it's because it's dry. Because we want to get this thing put in and sealed up. So we're going to keep working on the aluminum siding. Look straight?
Yep.
What do y'all think? I think so. a little update of the floor. We got the first perk back down, got the foam board in, and now we got the second layer, well, I guess technically the third layer going on. So after we get this screwed in, we'll have to cut another piece because apparently I never did this one. And then that's pretty much it after that. I mean, the laminate's gonna get put in here, but not right now. So we're gonna get to screwing. Okay, as you saw, the floor is in. Now we're gonna get back to the siding. The good news is the sun is kind of going down, so we're not gonna get blinded like we were doing, because it was kind of hard to see if you can see some of our facial expressions. So we got the first rung up there, so now we're just gonna work our way down. Well, it was good news for the sun going down, but now it's the next day and the sun's back in our face. But we're gonna keep going anyway. So he's working on just installing some more of the screws on the siding we've already done. And I'm going to be working on this window. So before we actually glue it in, I need to clean it up a little bit, and I'm going to tape it all off and spray it black so it matches all the other ones. Because it's going, I think it'll look weird if it's not. So that's what we're going to do. Sorry for all the mowers and loudness, but I just want to throw this out there too, that I've done several episodes of bracing. Just note that you might have to add extra bracing as you're doing this stuff. So like we just had to add a few more in here to make sure that the screws that we're putting in on the aluminum actually hit something, because we also have to do that on the back wall too, as you can see right there. Down here there's a few extra ones, so just be mindful of that if you're ever going to attempt to do this yourself. Not that I recommend it or anything, even though it is fun, or has been fun, kind of. All right, now we're gonna get back to the aluminum. Dad's got all that kind of screwed down now, so now we're ready for the next piece. So back on the time lapse it goes. It's on there. Expert cutter over here that knows how to cut straight lines. Kind of. Now we're ready for the window. I think the window turned out pretty good. It's nice and painted. So now we're gonna put it where it's supposed to go. So it's actually gonna get put in with, if I get it to turn, liquid nails. So I'm just gonna put a bead around the window and then we'll just set it in there and we should be good to go. look, it's pretty much completed, minus the little access door down there, the big hole in the thing. But let me flip this around here so you're not staring at my big head. So the door is completely sealed and now put in. We just got to finish up putting up the whatever trim we get to go around it so it doesn't look so awkward. The siding is completely on. It's just not, it's not sealed yet, obviously, so that's why you can still see some cracks and stuff. But, and obviously the window is put in. It's glued in permanently, which the paint, I'm glad I painted it black because it looks 10 times better. But now we just got to go back with some sealant and just seal the crap around it so it doesn't look so weird. But yeah, so now we're going to jump over on this other side and do the same thing. So I'm going to shut up now and we're just going to get to hanging the siding. And oh yeah, before I shut up, these two windows are now permanently put in as well. They've been glued and everything, so hence why there's a board holding it in. So we're gonna go ahead and get the thing on time lapse and start hanging the aluminum on this side. Alright, just showing an update. I'm not putting a lot of this on film because you watched us do the other side, but there's an addition that we decided to do, and I don't know. What do y'all think? I think it kind of looks, we think it looks pretty good with the little flare off the side there, or off the back.
Got jet engines on it.
Yeah. Might end up leaving that on there. How many people can say they have cool looking wings things off the back of their camper? Okay, seriously though, I'm about to cut that off, but I just had to get it on film. Probably get a picture of it before I
cut it off,
just so we have it. Well, I'm sitting here in the camper. It's the first time that I've been in it where it's pretty much completely sealed off. We obviously don't have everything waterproof sealed, but this is pretty good. It's starting to feel like something. The only thing that's not boxed in is the wheel wells. We have not done those yet. And of course we're still working the access doors for the storage compartments. But yeah, I mean everything is in, and yes, Dad is still out there. We're still working on the side of the left side of the camper with the aluminum. But we're actually going to finish up, well, we're finishing up the rung that we're on now, and then we're going to start working on the roof, which the roof will be in the next video. So hope y'all are still enjoying this, and I hope you like this video. Please give a like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.